It's the show that magicians around the globe don't want you to see. The Masked Magician is back, out of hiding, daring to expose the world's most highly guarded secrets. You'll find out how they perform amazing appearances, death-defying escapes, baffling levitations, astounding vanishes, mind-blowing sleight of hand, and impossible illusions. No magician is too famous. No trick too big. No secret too sacred. The magician's code will be forever broken on magic's biggest secrets finally revealed. Tonight, the Masked Magician pulls back the curtain and exposes the secrets to producing a 5-ton elephant from out of the blue, making beautiful women materialize, levitate, disappear, and survive being sliced, diced, and taken for a spin. Right now on Magic's Biggest Secrets Finally Revealed.
Tonight's first illusion demonstrates the magician's power to convince the audience he can make his assistants come and go at will. Here are 2 of them now. So far, he's delivered on half of his promise. At his request, they covered this ordinary table with a large sheet. We could see that there was nothing below. Using a chair, the magician steps up onto the table to prove that there is nothing above. He lures in another girl to join him on the tabletop. This guy's got the magic touch. One of the assistants hands him the chair, which he places in the center of the table. He then orders the girl to sit down in the chair, and he quickly places her under his spell. The other assistants return with yet another sheet. The magician tells us to watch as he lifts the sheet in front of the girl. Again, we can see that there is nothing below the table. But now, we can't see the girl. He whisks away the sheet, and she's gone. Pity. She was starting to grow on me. The other assistants help him remove the chair, and we can see that she's really gone. This is one vanish that is going to be difficult to explain. Now they remove the sheet from the tabletop. Again, we can see underneath the table that the girl is nowhere to be found. And that's the easy way to make the ladies come and go. When the illusion began, the magician entered. He showed us that the table is empty and there is nothing underneath. It was covered with a sheet, and the girl took her position on the chair. The second sheet was lifted, and just like that, she's gone. Here are the secrets. Attached to the back of the table is a small platform containing steel rollers. When the sheet is placed on the table, it conceals the platform from view. We can still see it from the back and from above. When the magician raises the sheet in front of the girl, she secretly gets up from the chair and climbs down onto the platform. This is where she hides while he whisks away the sheet. From these angles, you can see her lying on the platform. The magician hands the sheet and chair to his assistants and draws our attention to the empty tabletop. Meanwhile, the girl is sliding across the steel rollers to another hiding place behind the chair. The magician blocks the audience view of the girl as she takes her position, but her work isn't finished yet. The chair conceals another secret, a hidden platform. While the magician continues to distract us, the girl flips down the small wheeled platform that's built into the back of the chair and climbs on board. When the other assistant removes the chair, the girl simply goes along for the ride. Now for the platform on the table. When the assistants remove the sheet, they also remove the platform with the rollers. Here it is from behind. Simple, but effective. The magician remains in front of the table and the girl is nowhere to be found, except you know the secrets. The magician will now show off with a classic card trick. In this case, the gorgeous blonde is standing in for a random volunteer. She's not in on the trick. He rifles through the deck to show us that the cards are of the standard playing variety. He fans out the cards and asks the girl to pick one and show it to the camera. The 10 of spades. Hey, she's good. Really good. She places her 10 of spades back into the deck as instructed. Without manipulating the cards, the magician places the deck into a clear glass wine goblet. A little magic, and the 10 of spades begins to rise. She seems to recognize it as her card, and it is. A neat trick, but I'm sure it would take diamonds to impress this lovely lady. So how does the magician make the girl's card rise? The secret is in this almost ordinary deck of cards. He has his volunteer select one at random, and this really is a random choice. However, she places the card back into the deck exactly where the magician wants it. He's in control of a special trick card that he wants behind hers. Take a closer look as he places his card on top of the girl's. This special card is equipped with a counterweight, which causes a small pad to rise when the card is turned, upside down. Watch again as the little pad rises. On the pad is a small dot of wax that sticks to the back of the chosen card. Look at how the counterweight makes the 10 of spades rise, like magic. Watch it rise again. There's the trick card with the dot of wax. The chosen card is placed in front of it. Then everything is placed into the glass. A few magical gestures, a jiggle of the glass to get things moving, and the magician gets a rise out of the card and, hopefully, the girl. But you know his secret.
Next, find out the secrets to making beautiful women appear and levitate without hidden wires. And how street magicians make discarded beverage cans come back to life. Plus, coming up, a girl faces a trial separation when she's sliced in 3. And an TV4.
For centuries, magicians have been making audiences believe that they have mastered the art of levitation. Tonight, the masked magician proves yet again that it's all one big trick. His beautiful lady is all dressed up, but she's got nowhere to go. He wants her right where she is, on this ordinary wooden plank. She dutifully stretches out on the plank and makes herself comfortable. But one girl isn't enough for our masked man, so he calls in some backup. His assistant removes the center pedestal from beneath the plank so that it's now supported only by the two chairs. Looks like it can hold her. Another assistant joins the party, and they all engage in some mystical movements. Guess this puts him in the mood. On his command, the two assistants remove the chairs, leaving the plank and the lady suspended in midair. It's as if she's floating on a cloud, made of solid oak. The magician waves his arms above her to prove that there are no hidden wires. And now the camera will travel all the way around back to prove that there's nothing supporting her from the rear. This levitation is impossible to explain. The magician keeps waving his arms, and yes, she and the wood plank are still floating. He calls the other assistants back in, and they replace the two chairs. Next, he beckons for the center pedestal. When it's in place, he makes a few more passes to awaken Sleeping Beauty. She's pretty when she just wakes up. And there you have it, one of the oldest tricks in the book. But what's the secret? How does the magician make it look like the lady is floating in midair, even from this backstage angle? You're about to find out. The first trick is getting a beautiful woman to lie down on a wooden plank. But the real trick is hidden behind the center pedestal. When the assistant removes the pedestal, it appears that the only things holding up the plank and the girl are the two chairs. The truth is, you're staring right at the secret. Cleverly hidden in the magician's pants is a third leg. There it is, strong as a rock. You'll see how it works in a minute. When the assistants remove the two chairs, it looks like the girl on the plank is floating. From the back, his right